And we're back. So I did a run to the bolt shop today and I got some springs, some nuts that I can, excuse the mess of the and what else did I get? Some screws for the trim for the front. So I will hopefully fix the shifter tonight with the what would you call it, the bolts and the springs to hold the shifter in place. I can put all the interior back together, give it a good clean out, and then put the garnishes, the trim on. I actually just painted the wipers and the tops of the bolts just so they blend in, because obviously silver on black is going to stand out like anything. So take you outside to my sweet little setup if I don't trip over. Got it all painted up. Sweet. So I'll bring that inside where it's warmer. The trick to painting in the cold is using a blowtorch and heating up your parts and then doing blowtorch passes in between, so just keeps it nice and warm. Doesn't go all funny. So bring all that in and then we'll, I guess first things first, we'll start on the shifter and see if we can get that to work. And we're back to the mess. Had to go and grab that back out of the car. Put that stuff there. And get my flashlight out. Nice and ghetto, but it works. Cool. Use the verniers to measure all that stuff up. Let's take this out. Actually, yes. Because I need to put that back in like so. Put this bad boy back in. Alright, so they're in like that, and they can't fall through into the gearbox because it's sealed off once you pop that in there. So let me pop this down. These are what are they? So I had two options. If that's going to focus, I'm not sure. These are an imperial bolt. I'm not too, yeah, there you go. 1/4 by 3/4. The actual nut head size sort of fits perfectly there. I might have to shave a bit off actually. Let me just test fit. Alright, well there's the first hurdle. That's fine. I'll show you what the idea behind this is. Just grab the spring out. It's a bit long, but they're not very strong springs, so long's not necessarily a good thing, a bad thing. And the idea is that that nut or bolt's going to hold this in place. I'll shave down that bolt. Zoom in a bit. I'll shave down that bolt, and the spring will just get compressed, and then it'll keep like a I guess an opposite force on the shifter. Keep it down. So under load it shouldn't pop up and out. That's my theory anyway, so whether or not that's actually how it works, we'll find out. I might just have to buy another short shifter, but I'm trying to avoid that at the moment, so I'll get the grinder out and see if I have any cutting discs. Otherwise it's just going to be a flappy paddle and just wear away at it until it's short enough. So I'll set up the grinder and we'll cut down 2 bolts and see if we can't bolt this on just to keep it in there. The joys of losing parts and trying to make do with something that you can get at the shops. Ah well, here's what it is. Trusty flappy paddle and the bolts, and good thing about this is I don't have to worry about the threads because they're not threading into anything. It's just to hold, it's just to be a seat for a spring, which is rad. So it means I can hold on for dear life with one of these and just shave down enough until it's yeah, not going to poke up. When you're grinding, try and keep sparks away from windows. Hi. Keep sparks away from windows because when sparks hit windows, it pretty much stars the window. And if you're driving down the road at night, sometimes during the day as well, and a light's shining from outside, you'll actually see dots or stars all over your windscreen. And I don't want that to happen to this because this is a brand new piece of glass. And these are actually in pretty good nick for, what, 31-year-old glass? 91, what are we, 22? Yeah, damn. This thing's old. Anyways, we'll set the camera up, aim the sparks against the garage door because it's better than my glass. We'll shave some stuff down here. Woo! Shave the bolts down. If I had a cutting blade I would have just used that, but these will work, so we can slip them. If I can find where they go. One in there. Put this back up. And one there. Cool. Now I'll stick the springs on top. One goes there. Quickly pull this one out. And I'm gonna set the camera up and try and push these down. Did it with one of them just before, but the bottom of this is slippery as. There's one. Gonna get where's my Allen key? Alright. There's only one bolt holding it in, but I'll quickly throw in the others and run it through some gears and see if that holds the shifter in, I guess. Might have worked. Maybe. It's got all the bolts tightened and whatnot, and I think I know why you can't have the bolts all the way up. Because I'm in neutral, you can't go left or right at the moment, so you can go forward and back, and it ain't coming out, but I got, what's that, third and fourth. You don't need two gears, right? I can make it technically a 2-speed power glide, maybe? Start off in third everywhere and stay in third until I click fourth. Ugh. No. At least I'm fucking around with it. So, yeah, if you go and do this, you can just learn to cut the bolts a hell of a lot shorter than I did. I only just cleared them, so cool. I guess lesson learned. Take them back out, shave them down a bit more, or just try and use the springs maybe. See if I've got anything smaller. I'll figure it out. Try and find something else. Let's take the bolts out anyway and try again. That hurt. Punch me in the nail. Who's texting me? Yeah, alright. Lesson learnt. See if I've got any smaller bolts that might work. Wonder if I could just try. Just a spring. It doesn't move out the bottom because it's inside the shell. Maybe just a spring will work. Let's try that. Maybe I bought the bolts for no reason, but they're Imperial. I can't even use them anywhere else. Let's try just the springs and see if that works. If the springs are too long, I'll cut them in little bits and pieces until I get a good feel. Let's try that. So try just the springs. Press the clutch. There's a bit of play at the start of my clutch. It's all bled up and whatnot, but I think I just need to adjust it. Anyways, just the springs. And it's a really short first, second, third, fourth, fifth, reverse. And it seems to work. So, yeah. Nice. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, they're held in there and they don't seem to want to go anywhere even without a... I think because they're quite tall springs. So, if they don't work in a little bit... I just lost my Allen key. I don't know where I put it. Oh. If they break, which they probably shouldn't. So you can sort of see it in there. Yeah, sort of. Well, there you go. It's probably safer just to put the smallest amount, I guess, cut the bolt all the way down there. Just use the bolt just to seat it, to stop it from going everywhere, but they're quite long. They're probably overly long for what I need, and they sort of actually work in my favour like that, so I've got a shifter, so let's put the interior back together and make it look a little more complete. My idea is tonight to get the whole car pretty much complete, bar the wing that I still got to paint and that quarter window, which hopefully when the joint that I ordered my ECU through opens on the 15th, well, they shut until the 15th, which is a Friday, so maybe they're going to be open on Monday on the 18th. I can get an encapsulation trim for there, which unfortunately is going to cost me $500 because no one sells them without the whole quarter window. But I've tried for months to try and get something without a quarter, and for not $500, but I can't find it anywhere. So people wrecking shells don't want to even part it, so I'm just unlucky. Cost me $500 for a window trim, but means the whole car will be enclosed finally, and then it's pretty much all cosmetically done once the wing's on and the window's in. Wouldn't mind putting a lip kit on it, but it's not really what I want to do right now. I want to get it running. Got to keep myself focused on getting the car running. If I can get it running and driving, I can do whatever I want to it after I get it to do that. So just got to keep reminding myself. I know I ramble, but got to keep on a straight path. I might have ADD or something. So, but yeah, we'll get all these little bits and pieces on. All those on. The center, I want to get a new center console because this thing's broketed. But for now, it can go in. And then get the cosmetic side of it done, so I don't need to do any more work on that, and I can just go back to doing what I like doing, which is mechanical stuff. Electrical, not really, but yeah. I'm gonna stop talking and just put this back together now. Alright, let's, yeah, put it back together. Whoop. So, swap out the center console for one that I've got that it doesn't have a hole in it. That one's got a switch in it, so I'm pretty fortunate where I have that white plastic surround, so I can actually run a shift boot, which is really, really handy. That shift boot's rank. So that white plastic, or the cream plastic, actually allows me to, you know, I can make my own shift boot if I really want later on the track, but it's last on the priority list. Just thought I'd let you guys know that, yeah, if you ever come across a, what would you call this, the gear surround that's got that on the back still, snag it, because they are impossible to find, let alone the center consoles themselves, or surrounds, whatever you want to call them. Alright, let's continue on. Nice and easy. I've got that in one of the boxes somewhere, so I just thought I'd pull the cord through. This one's got a tab broken down here, so it doesn't hold down, so it's a bit of a bummer, where this one has all these little clips that sort of push in, so I'll probably end up pulling that out, sending this one back. I might even just blank off all of that. Don't think I'll be running speakers in it, and if I do, I've got another one that I can just fix up. What have I got in here? Bolts for the trim for there. Cool. Alright, well, let's just punch in some of these. This one goes down here somewhere. I can do that. And then that'll more or less be the interior sort of piece back together in the center, and then I can start putting that stuff back together. So let me just get all this stuff out and then we'll keep going. Cool. Invest in a good vacuum. Well, I should say my partner does. Because that all came out of the floor and the seats. Just dust. Dust and dirt. Alright. Now that that's all cleaned out and out of the way, let's throw in, where are my goodies? Gotta give them a wipe down. There's one. That's the driver's side. There's the bit that needs the plug. That's the door. There's another one somewhere there, sorry, in front of my eyes. And that one there. Let's go and pop these in. I'm actually excited. The inside's almost complete. I mean, almost complete. The the bird's nest needs to get sorted out, but I don't need a radio for the car to run. Again, I just need to keep reminding myself. We'll start on this door, passenger door. Give them all a good wipe down, because they've been sitting inside a car that was getting body work, so this sort of stuff just gets everywhere. Cool. Connect that bad boy up. Get your lucky bolt. Cool. Get this bad boy. I'd love to have painted these. Can't really see it. Someone's painted them once upon a time, and it's just flaking off. It's actually really good underneath the paint. I don't know why they painted them. thought they would have painted them because they're fading or anything, but if I could be bothered, one day I'll chip all the paint off or put something on there to get rid of it. And just like that, we have, there's paint on my lens, a complete door. Nice. Let's do this side. Woo. Get this bad boy, put it in there. Nice. I can adjust my awesome 90s electric mirror. This car was pretty ahead of its time for 91. Electric mirrors, sunroof, heads-up display, digital dash. This thing's cool, man. Get a bolt for this part. And yeah, just give these a wipe over and slap them in real quick. Whoop. Voila. We have door handle covers. Both sides all complete. Nice. Now, trim front and rear. Let's go. Painted, not the bottoms, just the tops of a bunch of bolts. There, the windscreen washer caps, and these are the wipers. These are actually really neat. I can't remember what these are called, but they're unbelievably light. They're not aluminium. They used to say Intech titanium wiper blades or something. I don't know, they look cool and they're extremely light. Not that they really do anything, they were silver, so were the arms, and silver did not look good up there. So gave them a quick coat of trim black, got the bolts and whatnot. So I'll put the wipers on, bolt in this trim here, pop the bonnet and whatnot, put the wipers on, put the back trim on, and yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to do this two hands, or one hand I should say. So I might just quickly throw in the back trim with those bolts, and then I'll cut back and we'll go to the front. Cool, cool, cool. Cool. So, if you want to focus, probably should put some washers on, but they're tight and this thing ain't going anywhere. Oh, rear windscreen is officially finished. Nice new black trim. Yeah, even though everyone said to cut this, I mean, not really. If it's going to focus, you're not really going to notice. And it looks alright. I'd rather it sit out slightly longer than slightly in anyway. Can always trim it later. Alright, let's do the front. Let's pop the bonnet and go from there. Alright, so just a little trick for everyone. If you're struggling to get your wipers on, I'll see if I can do it on this side. You can't put them on straight. I guess that's easier just to show you. Look down here and get this out. You can't put them on like that. You have to crank them like that. Lay it on onto the actual, I guess, knob thing, whatever you want to call it. And then once it's on like that, then you can lay it down and slowly pivot it. If you try and stick it on straight, they're going to be at an angle and then it's not going to go on. Just thought I'd let everyone know if anyone's having trouble. Back to it. Cool. Looks way better. All fresh trim black. As you can see, that under there is like plastic. Just needs a bit of black trim reviver, and that'll come back alright. But as you can see the difference, that used to look like that and that was silver. It stood out like anything. Now it all blends in. And it looks wicked. Well, as good as, I guess, bits of trim can. I'm actually, getting more and more stoked for this car. As it goes on and more goes into it, I'm just super bloody keen to drive it. Yeah, I don't really have words. I'm stoked. All the trim's coming up good. Looks good all through there. Yeah, really, the only thing that's left cosmetically is the squirters for the bonnet, which I had kept safe somewhere years ago in, I thought, my toolbox, but I just went through that and I cannot find it for the life of me, so I don't know. Don't really know where I put it. Put this quarter window in, and then I can put in all the trim up here, which takes 2 seconds. Bit of Sikaflex and I can go in. Need to figure out, actually, before I forget and I drive off, does anyone know this thread size? I've got a feeling it's, I must drop my fuel cap. It's 5 by 1 mil thread. It's had paint go on it, so I can't figure it out. And I want to just bolt this thing in, just so I can forget about it. But for now, just sits there, sort of crooked without being bolted in. That was rattle canned actually. 2 rattle cans are awesome. Same with my wing mirrors. Stick the wing on. And yeah, looking more and more like a car each day. Let's just sit in it. I gotta sit in it. Damn, man. Clutch in, maybe? Yeah. Fresh, rebuilt SR20 gearbox. 5-speed. So it's super mechanical. I am unbelievably stoked with it. Yeah, I mean, it's coming together. It's getting there. It's getting there. I'm just, super fucking happy with it all. It's been a long, long journey. So, alright, that'll do for tonight. It's not super exciting, but for me, I'm getting super G'd up, and it's a good way for me to progressively do something each night. I enjoy making the videos, even though they might not be that exciting. But hopefully they'll get better once the car runs. And I'm getting more and more comfortable speaking to a camera by myself in a garage without anyone around. It's something strange to get used to, but yeah. That'll be it for tonight. Catch you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Yeah. Hopefully next time we can, I don't know, get a jack and some jack stands and jack it up and do some more stuff. Alright. See you next one. Bye.